my phone. That is my phone. Nice. God damn it. Hey, what's going on, everybody? Craig here from Video Juice. Welcome back. So happy to be back. So happy Supernatural is back. Some mad stuff going on in the world since last we had a new episode of Supernatural out. So I just wanted to say, with all the coronavirus stuff going on, that I hope everyone is well. I hope everyone is staying safe and everyone is okay. We're under lockdown in Ireland at the moment, so I'm out of work. Everything is shut down. The supermarkets are still open, but yeah, we're in isolation for the most part, just keeping away from people. My plan because during the gap between episodes of Supernatural, my plan was to actually get another reaction out. I was going to do Castlevania in between the break, but my daughter was born in between, so I was focused on her. So that's why there was a big gap where there was no video as well. So just so you know. So yeah, we're back, episode 12. We have 9 episodes of this show left forever. Sad and excited, but I'm ready for more, especially after the way it ended up. So, oh, that's my lighting. Oh, he saw nothing. I will have a new camera as well. I got a new tripod for my new camera, so I'm going to have a new, hopefully better quality camera set up soon. It'll be easier for me to record. Just in case you notice a difference in the picture in the coming videos. So last time on Supernatural, we had the episode where Sam and Dean went to a bar that was doing games of pool for luck, pretty much. And it turns out it was ran by the god Fortuna. She told us the origins of the pagan gods, and then Jack came back, and Sam and Dean wowed her with their courage and their heroism in terms of going up against Chuck, even though these are two mortals, you know. So she gave them luck and backed them basically, and fucked off then. It was an incredible episode. Really, really well done episode. I really enjoyed it. I loved all the stuff at the end with Sam, Dean, Cass and Jack reuniting again. That was really, really cool. The whole teams of the episode were really, really cool. The whole team of the episode, I should say. And I love those stories where the two heroes, they break everyone out, you know, they put their lives on the line to break everyone out. And this one was a different one. It went a different way, but it was the same overall team, and they put their own little supernatural spin on it, and it was really cool, and it worked. And now we're back on track for the end game. We have all the pieces in place, you know, so I'm very excited. And one of the best things about being up to date with the show, being up to date with you guys, is that we get to do a little Q&A, which I've been trying to do from the start, but of course I was bogged down by everything. So I'm just going to start with the first question that came in. I'm going to mess up a lot of these names, so I'm going to apologize in advance. I will put the actual thing up here, the question up here, so you can see them for yourself. This is from Zornitsa Dimitrova. Very sorry if I messed up your name, I probably did. We've already seen a lot of people return to the show, kind of saying their final goodbyes. Who else would you like to make an appearance? Man, my list is big. Off the top of my head, and a lot of these are dead, you know. A lot of these are dead and gone. But we're doing a final season. It'd be cool to bring them back, especially because we're doing so much stuff with Heaven and Hell. Hell a little bit less so, but with Heaven and everything, like Heaven is fucked, you know. So I feel like towards the end of the show, stuff is going to be put back together again. So hopefully we'll get some things like Ellen, Joe. I would love to see them again, you know. They went too soon. The way they went out was badass, you know. It was in the midst, or in the middle of the apocalypse. But they were so good, such good characters, and they were some of the first characters we got in this expanded some of the first characters that expanded this universe, you know, in terms of the hunters and all that we know. And they were so good, and I would love to see them again. Ash as well. Ash was fucking kick-ass. Ash was like really badass. Crowley, of course. I don't know the logistics of that actually happening, though. I know the actor had some falling out, I think, with people on the show, so I don't know if that's possible. Hopefully they can put their stuff behind them just for the final season, but I won't hold my breath. Oh, Bobby. OG Bobby. I would like to see OG Bobby again. Rufus would be cool. I don't know if that will ever happen, though. But they would be my big ones, you know. Obviously, they're all older characters, you know. I love... Charlie, OG Charlie, but again, these are characters that they tried to bring back with the alternate universe stuff, and I just feel like their initial plans didn't pan out, I feel like, you know. So, yeah. And this one is from Boundless Book Owl. Great name. Do you think Jack's going to replace Chuck? I had thought about that. I think it could be a possibility. if he is powerful enough to defeat Chuck, they need someone. See, we don't know what's going to happen with Chuck. You know, if they lock him away, they need a mark. The mark has to go on someone. We've seen in the thing that Chuck was showing that it will corrupt someone. Like Cass had it, and it corrupted him. If they kill him, it throws everything out of balance because the darkness and the light have to have balance. Now we don't know the validity of that balance because it was Chuck that said it. It could be Jack. He could take over. They will need someone to take over. They'll need someone in charge, you know? What if it's Michael? What if Michael took over? Because Michael would be the strongest Archangel. He's back in the game now. He's not crazy. He's actually pretty level-headed, you know, for the most part. So I do think Jack would be a possibility. I need to see more because I don't know what route they're going with this storyline with him eating hearts. I feel like it could be, as I said, it could go down a route similar to the Sam and the Demon Blood thing, where he's kind of being corrupted by it, and is going down a dark path. I don't know. That could be the way they're going. We don't know enough information yet, but I definitely think that could be a possibility. This one is from Wesmindo hashtag. Sorry. This is a 3-part question. Do you think Lucifer will be back? We saw him waking up in the empty and returning to the world. Then Jack sent him away. I don't think he's dead and he might return. I absolutely agree. I think my only thing that would put doubt in it is if they had a plan for him before knowing that that this season was the final season. But I feel like they had that information a good bit in advance. You know, I don't see any reason why they would wake him up if they weren't going to do something with him. You know, that's why I still have this. My can of San Pellegrino. I scribbled it out and wrote Mark on it. I kept this because I was full on sure that he was going to come back and he wasn't fully dead, and I was going to drink this when he actually died on the show. So I'm still holding out hope. I do think he will be back. It's the final season. You have to have Mark Pellegrino as Lucifer back for the final season. You know, he has been the main big bad. Even if he was just in the background moving strings and stuff, he has been the main big bad. Or pulling strings, I should say. He's been the main big bad throughout this entire show. It would they have to have him back, even if it's just for one scene. You know, he has to be back. And then part 2. Have you heard of Destiel? Do you ship it? And do you think it's canon? I mean, obviously I've heard of it. I love the two of them together. I don't think it'll ever be made canon. I think Dean as a character is very much into women. We haven't seen anything that makes him go the other way yet. But hey, why not? Why not? Jesse. And then, do you think Jesse, the Antichrist, will be back in this final season? One of the biggest plot holes of the show. They must fix that. Actually, a great question. I'd completely forgotten about Jesse. That was season 5, was it? It must have been season 5 because that was the whole part of the apocalypse stuff. I don't know. You know, if they want to put a bow on top on on stuff that they left unanswered, like they've done it with the pagan gods and with bringing Adam and Michael back from the cage, they could do it. Even as I said, if it's only a one episode thing where they just address it, you know. But again, I don't know if they will. You know, it's such a like they haven't even referenced it. At least as far as I can remember, they haven't referenced it. At least with Adam, they had been referencing him throughout the show. I feel like they've just left this, you know. So I feel like they won't. But anything's a possibility. They could address it, especially would have been the final season. Although, you know, if they wanted to sort out the Jesse stuff, they could tie that into Lucifer coming back, because it was meant to be a thing with Lucifer, right? I can't remember the details, it's been so long, but I remember it being tied to Lucifer. They could have a thing where that could be tied into Lucifer's little small story if he does come back, you know. That could be a possible way of bringing it back, and finishing it. This is another one from Zornitsa Dimitrova. Apologies again, I'm messing up a lot of these names, I would imagine. What would be the most satisfying ending in your opinion? Do you think both of the boys will die, or one lives, one dies? Are they both going to live and have some kind of happy life? Would you prefer an open ending, maybe a possibility for a movie? Listen, I love Supernatural. I would watch this show forever. You know, if there's possibilities for a movie, I would love that. I want the show to have a definitive end. I feel like they'll leave it linger a little bit. They will have something there to leave it linger. I feel like most satisfying ending, honestly, would be them sorting everything out. Someone takes over heaven. Castiel becomes human. You see, Jack doesn't really fit in with them living happily ever after because he's still a superpowered being. I feel like if they were going to do something like that, like Jack could become ruler of heaven, right? You have Rowena down in hell. You have Castiel becoming human, and then you have the boys and him living happily ever after. Maybe they seal the gates of hell. I don't know. You see, I don't know how they're going to end the show. That's why I'm most excited for the show ending, because I have no idea what route they're going to go. What route do you go with a show like this? How do you end it, you know? I don't know. Like, if you had asked me years ago, my theories years and years ago now, this is back in, we're talking season 7, 8, when they were starting to get into all the proper angel stuff. My long-term theory of how it could end would be Sam eventually ruling hell and Dean ruling heaven, and them keeping a balance and keeping the earth from being destroyed and being overrun by monsters and stuff, you know? Because it was always about them. They were always the centerpiece for all the stuff going on in the show. And Sam was always with the demon side, more acquainted with the demon side, with the demon blood and being Lucifer's true vessel, and Dean with the angel side, with Michael's true vessel and all that. So that was my crazy long-term theory about how the show could end. Obviously now I don't really see that happening. There's too much stuff going in the works, especially with Rowena down in hell now. I feel like that could be the end point for hell. Maybe not. Maybe more stuff might happen down there, but that could be the end point for hell at the moment, you know. Or long term, she could be the ruler of hell, you know, because she wouldn't be the bad ruler. She still likes the boys and everything. I don't think it's going to be a bow on top ending. I really don't. I don't know what's going to happen, but I do feel like there's going to be a death or two. I would like both boys to make it out. I would like all three of them to make it out. Sam, Dean, and Castiel. I think we're going to lose one. I really think we're going to lose one. Who, I don't know. It's going to be heartbreaking regardless, because it's not going to be a perfect ending. It's not. I don't know. I honestly don't know. Like if I had to guess right now, I would think that Castiel would be the one to die, and I think it would be in some sort of sacrificial way, to save someone or something or the world, or you know. But again, anything could happen. I don't know. I really don't know. A Supernatural movie down the line would be fucking badass, though. That would be badass. But depends on how the show, it depends on how it goes. If it has a decent ending, I would like for them to just end it, you know. This one is from Dino. Is the empty the real God trapped, and Chuck is the real empty in disguise of God? I thought about that as well, and it is a really, really good theory. Like maybe he trapped the empty and made him not be able to communicate with people, and that's why he drew the face at the end of last season when Jack was awoken there, and maybe that's why Billy is working together there to try and overthrow the empty. But I don't know. I don't really see it. I feel like Chuck has always been like this. We got hints of it with Lucifer talking about him. I know Lucifer was corrupted by the mark and all that, but he had still talked about people not seeing the real side of his father. And then we have what Chuck did to the alternate universes and stuff. You know, there's a lot of stuff there going towards the fact that this is the real Chuck. And then someone mentioned it a few episodes ago that there was an episode in season 5 or something when Chuck was introduced. The monster at the end of this book was the name of the episode, obviously referencing Chuck, which might have been foreshadowing to him being the end game boss for this, the end game big bad for this show. So I feel like they could go that route, but I don't think it is the case. I think this is Chuck. You know, I do. This one is from Kelly D. Here's what I don't get. Angels don't have hearts. The vessels they're possessing do, but it's merely a biologically useless piece of equipment once the vessel has been dragged all over the earth and burned out by the occupying celestial squatter. So how is consuming this, what should look like a piece of beef jerky at this point, organ, possibly a power move? I see a big old plot hole, but I fucked up a lot of that, lads. I can't talk today, I apologise. I agree. I don't understand the ins and outs of it. Obviously, we don't know. We don't understand the ins and outs of it either at the moment. Maybe it's something to do with the Grigori. Maybe it's something different with them. I don't know. I have no idea. Like the Angels, I would assume upkeep. They keep look after their vessel and keep it looking decent and keep it functional. But I don't know. I don't know how they would get power from that. I don't know why there would be power in that. I don't understand it. From what we've been told all along, it's just a meat suit, you know. So I have no idea. Obviously, I would assume like some of the grace probably stays with them, right? Maybe there's just something there, from being possessed so long, especially because it's the Grigori. But I don't know. Hopefully it'll get answered. Hopefully it will get explained as the plan gets explained further, you know. But I have no idea. I agree with you there that it doesn't make a whole lot of sense at the moment. This one is from Anna Raimondo. I think I got that name right. What are your thoughts on this season so far? Favorite episodes or little scenes? For me, the first 3 episodes feel like they were so long ago. IMO, it started weak, but it is progressing very nicely. I agree. Like, I didn't necessarily hate the first 3 episodes. I thought they were okay episodes. You know, they were fine. They were good. And the problem that I had with the first 3 episodes was that with the setup, you know, with what was set up in the previous season, it was a bit of a cop-out, you know? You know, it built it up to be such a fucking epic opening with Chuck destroying everything and unleashing hell, and then nothing really came of it, you know? It was just, it bubbled and dispatched relatively easy. I know we lost Rowena, but for what it set up and for the potential stuff that could have happened from it, I feel like it was the worst of the potential stuff that could have happened, you know? Like, I assumed that all old monsters and spirits and stuff and demons that we had seen previously throughout the show were going to come back, and they were going to be trying, and it was an apocalypse, and they were going to be trying to sort that out, but it wasn't anything like that, you know? So that was my problem with the first 3 episodes. As I said, they weren't, I didn't think they were bad, they just didn't live up to the setup it had. In terms of the season so far, I'm loving it. I'm absolutely loving it. I've been saying that throughout the episodes. I think it's really good. The way it led to where we are now was incredible. You know, we kept on thinking it was going one direction, and then in the space of like 2 episodes, they threw a curveball, and now we're left in the middle, and we don't know what's happening. We don't know what's going on. We don't know what the end game is. It's cool. I love it. Favorite moments and stuff? Obviously, the Garth episode overall was class because it was really good, because it was a goodbye to that character, and I'm so happy that character got a relatively good ending. You know, he got a good ending, minus all the stuff that happened to him throughout the show with the werewolves and that. But he made the best of a bad situation, and he has a family and stuff, and he's living happily, and it's cool. And he went on that hero's journey, especially in the last episode. So that was all cool. As sad as it was, Rowena's death was really, really good. You know, it was shot well. It was written really good, the music and everything, and her actually sacrificing herself for the world and the boys and everything. It really solidified that turn for her character, and her becoming a better character, and becoming a friend of the Winchesters. You know, she became one of them. It was really, really cool. It was a great end for her character, obviously. And then another really good part, another really good scene I liked was her coming back. It seems obvious looking at it now, but leading up to it, I just didn't expect it, you know. I didn't expect it at all. I didn't expect to see her again. But it's a great way for her character to end, and it's a great place for her to end up. And I'm so happy that she's there, you know. Adam coming back, Adam/Michael. Loved that whole episode, loved them coming back. And then I loved the Christian Kane episode as well. You know, him and Jensen Ackles had so much good chemistry, and I like that actor from back in Angel. I thought he was phenomenal in that, so it was great to see him. And the episode was good. It was an episode that Dean needed as well. And that's just off the top of my head. You know, I've enjoyed a lot of episodes this season. And Jack coming back last episode was up there as well. That's a highlight as well. It's so good. So that was a great Q&A. Thank you very much for the questions, everyone. I'm sorry if I butchered any of your names. I will be doing a Q&A for the next episode as well after this. So again, hit me down in the comments with #SupernaturalQA for any of your questions or opinions that you just want me to read out and comment on or whatever. Or if you want to tweet at me, you can tweet at me the same #SupernaturalQA. All questions and opinions welcome. And thank you very much again for all the questions. That was very fun. So that is it. We are ready for the next episode. Very excited. Let's check it out. Let's do it. I'm so excited. And I just can't hide it. 4 weeks ago. Earth 2. It's like fucking... it's like the Flash. So is this... Earth 2, is this...
No idea.
Oh, is he just going to take over and put all of his...
The big box stores have
all the universes on that, right?
LED, OLED, HDMI 2.1, 48, 55, and 65.
Oh, he's getting killed.
Or wall mounted.
Is he getting dusted?
And to bring it all together, this universal remote.
Universal remote.
So I made other worlds.
Oh.
Different combinations.
Oh, this is cool.
scenarios, characters. The ones.
How about
They're
a
the
stereo?
ones.
I don't need more.
Oh.
More things. More distractions.
How is this guy not terrified yet? Oh,
I need less.
he's going to start destroying Earths. He's going to start destroying
Clear
Earths.
the board. Failed spin-offs.
Failed spin-offs.
It's time to start canceling shows.
Oh, shit. Failed spin-offs. I love it. R.I.P. Wayward Sisters. I was rooting for you. We won't talk about the other one. What was it? Blood something? Ugh. Jodie!
Yikes.
Galaxy Brain. Nice. Oh. Was that Kaya? Bad Kaya? What, did we have a name for her?
We made deals with Cosmic players before. Cards up ain't their style.
Jack still doesn't have a soul.
Oh.
And now he's been in the empty for months.
Oh.
You rang?
Who?
I don't understand.
You made a silent prayer to death. She's got her hands full at the moment, so she sent me.
Oh, a Reaper.
What's up, kid?
We're so glad to have you back.
Hell yeah, we are.
You know that, right? And you know that you could have come to us first, Jack. We would have helped you.
Fletcher Farm, the old barn.
Oh.
Come. I'm dead.
Jody?
Fuck. Oh, it is her. Is it? Yeah, it is.
You have something that belongs to me.
Oh, that's long gone, bitch.
Oh, that got broke.
You promised you'd get me back to my world.
They have Jack now, right? Oh, he can't use his powers.
See, that promise expired the minute you hurt our friend.
Oh, nice. She busted a chair over.
Kaya's alive.
Oh my god.
What?
What?
Oh, fuck.
She's been stuck over there.
She's
the whole
over on...
time.
I can see it through her eyes.
Are they going to do a swap? We'll get Kaya back. Dark Kaya will go over there, right? Oh, what's it going to look like?
I need to get back
Lightning.
there. That's why I need your help.
They can't... How can... Do they have a spell? Couldn't Adam do it? Because God knows he's alive.
Nice to finally meet you in person. So what happened? Long story.
Have Jodie and Cass never met? That can't be true.
Hello, Jack.
Jumped me, beat me up, and threatened to kill me. Do I get a vote?
Oh. Tie her up. Yeah.
If we fail,
She'd never recover.
it'd kill her.
You know what to do then. Get her back.
You can help us.
No, we can't.
Please?
No.
Please.
No. Get your hands off him. Oh, is that not using his powers?
Gotta be kidding me.
Who the hell are you?
Oh,
Name's Merle.
She's
Merle.
a Reaper. Works with Billy.
That's Winchester, dumb.
Hey.
I'm the only one who can do this. Go.
oh.
In the meantime, I'll open a rift to the bad place. I'm sure Billy will appreciate he heard about it after the fact when it's already too late.
Okay. And how about I just stop you? Right now.
Can she?
I'll try. And see how she reacts. What she decides to do to you.
Honestly, feels like we're taking a big, probably stupid risk. Feels good.
that little grin from Sam.
Entities
I love it.
doing the dumb right thing. Feels like we're back.
Oh, yeah.
You and Claire found each other, and she has you now. If something goes wrong with this rescue and Kaya isn't saved, Claire will be devastated, but she'll survive. She already has. But if she loses you both,
Listen to reason.
Kill her.
yeah.
You know, it makes
Bastiel.
sense. It's time to go back to the bad place. Now they just have to fucking find her. Easier said than done.
Good talk.
Okay, where is she? One.
Oh shit. That is a lot of red eyes.
Oh, crap.
Will Dark Kaya come back? Probably not, right? Unless something happens and she sacrifices herself. I can't see the two of them
What is that?
making it out.
My home.
Hey, kid.
Nice. Yeah, she's gonna stick around.
No, I'm staying.
What?
This is my home. I never should have left it.
You'll die!
I don't belong in your world.
Oh fuck.
Kaya.
When did that how long has she been there? It's been like a year at least, right? Oh, Billy. Oh, she got fucking wrecked. That frightened me. I jumped.
Hello, boys.
Oh, fuck. I love her sight.
I inherited Death's knowledge and
Oh.
Death's library. And in Death's library, everyone has a book, even God.
Oh, fuck.
So God can die.
Everything dies.
At the end, I'll reap him too.
God? You'll reap God?
Oh, yes.
I don't understand why would God
What a
write the
great
book
flashback.
to his own death.
I missed that death.
I told you, Dean, you and your brother have work to do.
Oh,
This is your destiny. You are the messengers of God's destruction.
oh man. Look at this fat fuck. Sitting there watching his destruction. So he's been there for like 4 weeks, right? If we're up to date now. Oh, he's still alive.
Everything's just fine.
He's dead. Oh, fuck. Oh, man, what a way to end it. Jesus. And that, I suppose, is the end of the Wayward Sisters story. I'm glad they finished it. I enjoyed the episode. I feel like it was bad placement where they put it, you know, especially after a month-long break. I know a lot of people probably didn't enjoy Wayward Sisters. Obviously, it didn't get picked up, but I feel like the placement could have been better. You know, we shouldn't have had this as a comeback episode after a month break. But other than that, I really enjoyed it. I thought it was a good end. Man, I didn't expect... Two big things I didn't expect this episode. I didn't expect Kaya to come back at all. Like, if we were going to get an end to the storyline, I assumed we were going to get Dark Kaya and integrate her with Jodie or whoever, or get her back to her place. You know, I didn't expect regular Kaya to be back alive again. So that's cool. I like that they closed out the storyline. I like that. I would have liked to see the Claire and Kaya reunion a bit, but the Jodie and Kaya reunion was pretty good. And the other thing is, I never realised that Jodie and Cass had never met before. I never realised that. And as soon as she said it, I was like, wait. Or as soon as Cass said it, glad to finally meet you, I was like, wait. Have they met before? And then when I'm thinking about it, I'm like, I can't actually think of any time they've ever interacted or met. That's crazy. Absolutely crazy with 15. I know Jodie she's not a main character. She's not been in that many episodes, you know. But I had assumed up until this episode that they had at least met once before. So that's cool. It's cool to see them meet for the first time. I mean, 15 seasons. It had to happen eventually. I'm glad Jodie made it out of the episode. I don't think this will be the last we see of her. You know, this didn't really seem like a goodbye from her for her character. I don't think we'll see Kaya or Claire or any of them again. You know, I think this was that finished. I always find it funny that when they go to the other world, they find the person they're looking for in the space of a few minutes. You know, obviously we don't know how long they've been looking around, but it's always funny when that happens. So we're getting Crisis on Infinite Earths in Supernatural. I was waiting for a little reference or something to tie it into that or something. That would have been funny, you know. Obviously it wouldn't have been in the same thing, but I was looking for a little breaking the fourth wall joke or something about it. But it's interesting. I loved all the Chuck scenes. I love all of the Chuck scenes every time he's on the show, you know. I think the actor Rob Benedict, I think his name is doing a phenomenal job, and I love him every single time he's on screen. All the stuff about Sam and Dean being the Sam and Dean, you know, was really good. I loved all that shit, man. Destroying the worlds is interesting, you know. We're getting glimpses of his endgame. We obviously don't know it yet, but obviously this is going to lead into it. So I'm excited to see what's happening. The 4 week previous thing was pretty cool. Leading into it, the failed spin-offs line was pretty funny, especially because of the fact that this was the end of a failed spin-off storyline. You know, the Wayward Sisters storyline. So Jack has no soul. That was something I was talking about last episode. I'm sad he still has no soul. I'm glad that he's better now than he was, or seems to be anyway. I hope he gets his soul back, man. I don't know how, but I hope he gets it back. But I loved seeing Jack back this episode. Merle was good, you know. She was fine. She didn't last long. Death fucking wrecked her with her sight. Yeah, she was an interesting character. Death was ruthless, man. Ruthless episode. I'm really interested with everything that's going on with Death, with the book, the God's book is really interesting. I loved the flashback with OG Death. I like Billy as Death, but nothing is going to top the OG Death. You know, the original actor. He was just absolutely phenomenal. He was just perfect for Death. I'm pretty sure that actor has played Death in a few other things as well, you know. Excuse me. So I'm glad that we got to see him in some capacity this season, you know, even if it is just that flashback. But yeah, we got a little glimpse. I was hoping we get a little bit more of her plan, but obviously not. We know why she's utilizing this plan now. But I'm sure we'll get more eventually. Yeah, I mean, I don't really have a whole lot more to talk about. As I said, like the episode, not a lot happened, you know. It was a very contained episode. It did, obviously, it expanded a lot of stuff with Chuck and with Death and all that, but it was very contained. It was all just about getting Kaya back and that. I like that they closed out the storyline. It's something I talked about last season, and maybe the season before as well. I think it might have been just last season. When was the Wayward Sisters? Was that last season? I can't remember. Whenever the Wayward Sister thing happened, I was like, I thought it could have been. I thought it could have led to something good. You know, I liked the characters that were involved in it. Obviously, they would have needed to flesh it out more on that, but I'm glad that we got a close to this storyline. I'm glad that Jodie didn't die. I just feel like the placement of this episode could have been placed better in the season. You know, coming back off a month long break, I feel like they could have had a more plot heavy episode or something. You know, just something a bit more. Something just to reward people for the time off for the month break. But that's just me. As I said, I enjoyed the episode. I just I hope we do see Jodie again. I hope this was not her goodbye. I don't think it is. You know, I feel like they will have a more definitive, this is her end episode, like what they did with Garth. You know, that was definitively his last episode, I assume. So, hopefully we see her again. Yeah. That's pretty much it. Thank you very much for watching. So, I'm going, as I said in the previous thing, the recap, I will be doing another Q&A. So tweet at me. There's the pen gone. Nice. Didn't drop it in a while. So I will be doing another Q&A if you have any questions or statements that you want me to read out at the start of next video, and I'll answer or comment on them. Tweet at us #SupernaturalQA, or you can just reply in the comments below with #SupernaturalQA as well. Everything welcome. You can like, comment and subscribe. If you liked the video, let me know what you thought about the episode in the comments below. We will be back next week with another reaction to Supernatural. As I said in the before video, if your country is affected with the coronavirus, stay safe. I hope everyone is okay. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Thank you very much for watching again. We'll see you next time. Later.
So I could soothe your frightened mind and let our souls collide. Rising tide so we can ride away.